Second show we're going to do for you tonight is the OZZIE and HARRIET. It's called Buying a Valentine, and it premiered on February 13th of 1948. Now, the way OZZIE and HARRIET began is Red Skelton had a show out on the radio, and he was drafted in March of 1944 into the military. And Ozzie Nelson was prompted to create its own family situation comedy, and The Adventures of OZZIE and HARRIET was actually launched on CBS on October 8th, 1944. It made a mid-season switch to NBC, and in the final years, it was on ABC. Now, in a grand total, they did 402 radio episodes, but then all of a sudden, TV started taking over, and that's when they moved over to there. The Nelson sons, David and Ricky, did not join the cast until the radio show's fifth year because they were too little. And the two boys were played by professional actors. I almost said athletes. So we're going to just get going. OZZIE and HARRIET, Buying a Valentine.
Did you have a Valentine's Day when you were a little girl, Ma?
Oh, sure. In fact, if you look at this morning's paper, there's a picture of a Valentine made in 1847, over 100 years ago.
I bet I know what it said. America's finest silver plate is 1847 Rogers Brothers.
America's finest silver plate is 1847 Rogers Brothers. From Hollywood, the makers of Rogers Brothers 1847 silver plate present The Adventures of OZZIE and HARRIET, starring America's favorite young couple, Ozzie Nelson and Harriet Hilliard. Attention all husbands, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. A little Valentine's music, if you please, Professor. No, that's not exactly what I had in mind. That's more like it. Valentine's Day, me. At the home of the Nelsons on 1847 Rogers Road, they're already at work on Operation Valentine. Well, at least David and Ricky are.
Oh, now what do I do, David?
You do the same with a Valentine as you do with a letter. Put it in the envelope and seal it.
Oh, it doesn't have any sticky stuff.
Let me see. There isn't any there.
I got cheated, huh?
Well, what do you expect from a 5-cent Valentine? You sure are a cheapskate. 5 cents for a Valentine.
Well, it's only for a girl.
You'll think a lot more of girls when you're my age. I paid a dime for this one.
That's a lot of money, boy.
When you pay that much for a card, you let the girl know that you don't mind spending money on her.
You don't, but I do. When are you gonna pay me back that dime?
You'll get it. Hey, Ma, where's the bottle of glue?
Right there on the big desk.
What do you want glue for?
There's no sticky stuff on my envelope.
Oh, are you sending a Valentine too?
Yeah, it's a Mary Lou Benson, a girl.
Oh. I gathered as much. The Mary Lou gave it away.
Would you like to read it?
Sure, let's see what it says.
Ozzie, you shouldn't read this Valentine.
Well, for goodness sakes, Harriet, I'm his father. Roses are red. Oh, I always like that one. Violets are blue. We have a bulldog that looks like you. You're sending this, Ricky?
Uh-huh.
Well, that isn't very nice, Ricky. Comic Valentines are all right, but we have a bulldog that looks like you. That's not very nice for a little girl.
Oh, Ricky doesn't know anything. Here, read my Valentine. It's a real nice one.
I paid a dime for it.
You keep out of this.
Here, let's see it, David. Oh, this is a pretty one. I talked to a dove, and here's what he thinks. In the chain of your love, I'm one of the links. That's very nice.
It's kind of a disappointment at the end there.
I think it's a lovely Valentine.
Oh, it's delightful.
You keep quiet.
I talked to my brother, and here's what he thinks. His girl wears perfume, and boy, how she's...
Never mind.
That's a lovely card. Who is it for?
Eleanor Smith. She's the prettiest girl in class. Do you like my Valentine, Pop?
Yes, I guess it's okay, David. Only thing is, there's nothing unusual about it.
It's a beautiful Valentine, David. Ozzie, don't try and discourage him.
I'm not trying to discourage him, Harriet. It's just that if he's going to impress the prettiest girl in his class, he's got to do something a little unusual.
Well, what would you suggest, Pop?
Well, when I was your age, I used to get some red paper and tin foil, glue and stuff, and make my own Valentine. The girls kind of like that unusual touch.
Well, if I were a little girl, I'd be very happy with your Valentine, David.
Well, I'm just trying to help him along, Harriet. You know darn well, out of all the Valentines you got from different guys, mine are the only ones you have left.
That's right, dear.
So you saved them. The other ones lacked originality. You didn't want them anyway. That's why I burned them.
Hi, Oz.
Oh, hello, Thorny.
I hate to seem impetuous, Oz, but I can't wait. Here's a Valentine from me to you. Read it now so I can watch your face.
Oh, Thorny, cut it out.
No, read it. I paid a dime for it.
You're a little bit of heaven. You're a little ray of sun. You're a darling boy, an angel. You're an awful lot of fun. You're all that's good and wonderful. You're a welcome sight to see. You're this and more to everyone, but you're just a bum to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Oz. That one isn't yours. My mistake. That one's for my brother-in-law. I've got a special one for you. Got it here someplace.
Oh, that's all right, Thorny. I'm probably better off with the one I just read.
Oh, by the way, Oz, have you bought Harriet's present yet?
No, not yet. Why?
Well, I wouldn't wait too long if I were you. I was just downtown at the candy store, and they were running pretty low on Valentine boxes.
Is that what you've got all wrapped up there?
Yeah, and it's a beauty. See, isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it's real nice. The only thing, though, well, frankly, Thorny, it isn't very unusual.
I don't get you.
Well, just look at it. It's very pretty, but it's a red heart-shaped box with "To My Valentine" inscribed on it.
Well, naturally, Oz. That's what it's for, Valentine's Day.
Well, I may be wrong, but I think women like something a little more unusual than that.
You think so? What are you going to give Harriet?
Well, I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but I can promise you it won't be candy. It'll be something that shows a little more thought, imagination.
Like what?
Well, as I say, I'm not sure yet. In fact, I'm on my way down to the store now to pick something out.
Oh, here's your Valentine, Oz. I knew I had it here someplace. It's called To My Next Door Neighbor. I made it up myself.
Ah, good for you. May I read it?
Oh, yeah, sure.
To my next door neighbor. I like you, next door neighbor. I do, I do, I do. Next door neighbor, I like you. I do, it's true. I like you, next door neighbor. It's true, I do, I do. I do, it's true, I do like you. Thanks, Thorny. It's very, very thoughtful.
Well, I like you, Oz. I do. It's true, I do. Happy Valentine's Day.
Same to you, Thorny.
May I help you, sir?
Oh, yes, miss. I'm trying to find something for my wife for Valentine's Day. Do you have any ideas?
I might. Do you know the sizes of some of the things she wears?
Well, her feet are small. When she puts them up against my back at night, they're about my waist up to here. Very cold. Her glove size, let's see, about medium-sized hands, I should say. Of course, she's wearing her nails a little shorter now. About medium size, I'd say. Her stocking size is about the same size as yours, I think, medium height. I think that's a pretty good description of her. You get any ideas from that?
Well, how about a box of candy?
No, I want to get her something unusual, something she wouldn't expect on Valentine's Day.
I see. Oh, maybe our Mr. Bigelow can help you.
Which one is he?
Oh, that man over at the next counter. The very good-looking man, distinguished, wearing the blue serge suit.
Blue serge. Oh, yes, I see him.
Oh, doesn't he have a wonderful face? So strong. Oh, look, he's smiling. That little dimple always shows in his cheeks when he smiles.
Do you think he can help me?
Oh, yes. He's such a kind and generous person. Oh, Mr. Bigelow,
Yes?
could you please help us?
Well, just a moment. What can I do for you, Miss Dunlap?
I thought you may be able to help this gentleman.
I'm trying to find a gift for my wife, something a little out of the ordinary.
For your wife? Well, let me see. Well, that's a little difficult for me. I'm a bachelor myself.
Oh, you needn't be, Mr. Bigelow.
Oh, Miss Dunlap, what woman would want a lonely old bachelor like me?
I'd appreciate any suggestions.
Well, as I told you, I'm just a bachelor. I live in a little apartment and cook my own meals. I don't have a wife to buy pretty things for.
Oh, you could have.
Just some sort of unusual gift, Valentine's.
I imagine you'll get quite a few Valentines, Miss Dunlap.
Oh, I'll bet you'll get hundreds, Mr. Bigelow.
Oh, you flatter me, Miss Dunlap. I won't get any Valentines.
You'll get one. I'm the person who won't get any. Will I?
I think you will.
I'll send each of you one if you just help me find something.
Mr. Bigelow, we've known each other for 10 years. I think it's time we stop being so formal. Why don't you call me Genevieve? It's my name, you know.
Your name is Genevieve? My name is Randolph.
My name is OZZIE Nelson, and I'm trying to find a present.
You know, my mother's name was Genevieve.
Do you think a compact might be nice?
Oh, isn't that a shame? There's a loose button on your coat. Oh, I could sew it up for you.
Oh, would you? It's not too much trouble?
Oh, don't be silly. Shall we say tonight? About 6 o'clock?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Do you like good music, Genevieve?
Oh, I love good music. Do you like walking in the rain?
Oh, there's nothing I like more than walking in the rain.
Galoshes might make an unusual gift.
Do you like fried chicken?
Oh, I love it. Do you like to sit in front of a fireplace?
Oh, yes. do you like to go for long bus rides?
Oh, very much. Do you like Debussy?
Oh, yes. Do you like to walk?
Oh, very much. Genevieve, there's something I wanted to ask you for 10 years.
Oh, Randolph, your carnation. It's trembling.
That's my heart. Would you have dinner with me tonight after you've sewn on my button?
Oh, excuse me, Randolph. I think I'm going to cry.
Oh, cry, Genevieve, cry!
I guess I'll be going.
Would you please?
You see, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and I want to get something unusual for my beautiful lady.
Where have you been, dear?
Oh, just downtown,
Oh? What were you doing?
talking to the back of a blue serge suit. I saw a real-life romance happen today, Harriet. Valentine's Day is certainly inspiring.
Were you looking for something special? Something unusual, maybe?
For Valentine's Day? Oh, well, perhaps I'm old-fashioned, but to my way of thinking, Valentine's Day is a day for simple romantic gifts. You know, candy or flowers, perhaps.
No, you can't fool me. In the first place, I know how clever and original you are. And in the second place, Thorny told me.
Thorny. Oh, yes, I think I do recall kidding him a little. Oh, by the way, he bought Catherine a beautiful box of candy. I bet she'll be delighted with it. You know, they had some very unusual ones this year, red boxes shaped like hearts.
You're very unconvincing, dear. I don't know what you bought me, but I know it isn't candy. Golly, this is a build-up. It must be terrific. Oh, look at the time. I have some work I have to go do.
Harriet?
You going to help me with the dishes?
Oh, sure, I'll be glad to help. What do you think I bought you for Valentine's Day?
I can't imagine. Honest, it'll be a complete surprise.
Just give a guess. Tell me what you think.
Why, I couldn't begin to guess.
Harriet, please, guess what you think I bought you for Valentine's Day and give me the size.
Hey, our buddy Ozzie's having quite a time. But you know, he's got a point there about wanting something original, unusual. It does make a difference, all the difference in the world. And not just when it comes to Valentine's either. It makes a difference in your clothes, in the things you buy for your home. A perfect example is the famous 1847 Rogers Brothers. When you buy 1847 Rogers, you're buying silver plate, whose every line, every detail is marked by that feeling for originality, that touch of the unusual. It's the work of men whose freshness of imagination has made them leaders in the field of silver plate design for over a century. That skill and century-old tradition has made Rogers Brothers the finest silver plate in America. No other can match it. When you're buying 1847 Rogers Brothers, you're buying the very best. So look for that earmark of 1847, the one and only 1847 Rogers Brothers. Well, does anyone know of an unusual Valentine's Day gift? If you do, contact Ozzie Nelson right now, because he's in a bad way. He's been trying desperately to find one for Harriet, but he's getting nowhere fast. Yes, Ozzie's in trouble. In fact, I'll go further and I'll say he's in Dutch.
Is that ik stein you in Dutch?
Ja, das ik stein me in Dutch.
Is that ik stein very you?
Ja, das ik stein worry me.
You in Dutch?
Worry me.
Talk too much.
So I see.
That is wise.
Could be dandy.
Something nice.
Please, not candy.
Not okay.
Not today.
Well, here's Ozzie as he slowly makes his way up Rogers Road.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Nelson.
Hello, Emmylou.
Mr. Nelson, you sound so unhappy. Didn't you get a Valentine?
No, it isn't that, Emmy. I've been trying to find an unusual present for Mrs. Nelson, and it just isn't easy.
Well, why don't you buy her a box of candy?
You see, that's it. Everybody gets candy or flowers. I want something unusual and clever. You should know, Emmylou. What would a woman especially like for Valentine's Day?
Gee, Mr. Nelson, I don't know. I know what my Aunt Margaret wants. She wants a husband.
Well, Mrs. Nelson already has one of those. A rather ordinary one, I'm afraid. Besides, I can't give her me.
Well, why can't you? What a wonderful gift. You're giving her yourself. You're giving her everlasting love and devotion. You're her Valentine. You, Ozzie Nelson. What a beautiful idea.
Oh, Emmylou, that wouldn't even
Wouldn't what? What a sentiment. Offering your heart, your soul, so different, so unconventional. Not a box of candy, not a bouquet of flowers, but yourself.
Sounds like I'm trying to save money, doesn't it?
No, it's beautiful and lovely.
You really think so?
Oh, yes, yes. Let's do it, Mr. Nelson. Give her yourself.
You know, it's silly, but the more I think of it, the more I think it sounds like a good idea. In fact, at this point, any way out sounds like a good idea. I'll do it, Emmylou. My gift to Mrs. Nelson is on its way. Goodbye, Emmy.
Are you going to walk?
Yes, why?
Well, it wouldn't be any bother. I'd be glad to drop you in the mailbox.
I'm yours, Harriet. Take me. No, darling, I bought you a gift more precious than gold. And I run across the room, and I take her in my arms.
That you, Ozzie?
Yes, dear. I bought you a gift.
Oh, Ozzie, you shouldn't have.
No. I bought you a gift.
Where is it? I don't see anything. Is it in your pocket?
No, I bought you a gift more precious than gold.
Oh, Ozzie, you shouldn't have spent so much money.
I'm yours. Take me.
I've got you. Where's my gift? You're hiding it. Where is it? Under your coat?
Partly.
Partly?
Yeah, it's partly under my coat, and some of it's in my sleeve. Some of it's in my shoes.
Oh, come on now. Stop teasing me. What is it?
Harriet, it's... this should be a dead giveaway. Your present is now on the Davenport.
Oh, for goodness sake, don't sit on it. Come on, stop teasing me. What is it? It must be something wonderful.
I'm beginning to think it's a little stupid.
Come on, what is it?
It's
what?
It's downtown. I better go get it.
Hello?
Hello, Harriet. It's Mother.
Hello, Mother. Did you get any Valentines yet?
Well, as a matter of fact, I did get one. It was a beautiful box of candy and a lovely card. It was signed from an anonymous admirer. Isn't that romantic?
Oh, yes.
Thank you, dear. It was so nice of you to send it.
Well, I tried. I can't wait to see what Ozzie's getting me. Whatever it is, he's sure been giving it a build-up.
Well, if I know Ozzie, it'll be something clever. He always gives such novel, unconventional things. What are you going to give him?
One of those hand-painted ties he likes so much.
Oh, Harriet, not another one of those.
No, Mother. This just has palm trees on it.
I'm not telling you what to do, Harriet, but don't you think it would be better to give him something a little unusual? After all, he's getting something special for you.
Oh, I suppose so. I'll admit a necktie isn't very original. Maybe I'll think of something else.
Well, you know that old saying, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Why don't you bake him an apple pie? You know how Ozzie likes apple pie.
Oh, Mother, that's a wonderful idea. He likes them with a lot of cinnamon piled high with apples, a flaky crust, and cream poured over it, and a slice of cheese.
Oh, Harriet, dear, that pie sounds so good. Take a look out the window and see if I'm coming up the walk.
Ozzie, is that you?
Yes, Harriet, it's me.
What's in the package? Oh, I'll bet it's my present. Let me see.
Harriet, wait, please. Before you get all excited, this is your Valentine's Day gift. But I'm afraid you're going to be terribly disappointed.
Oh, Ozzie, you know better than that.
No, I mean it's all my fault. Just goes to show how a guy can outsmart himself.
What do you mean?
Valentine's Day comes once a year, so the average intelligent man buys his wife some candy in a pretty box shaped like a heart. Maybe he buys some lovely flowers. Not me, oh no. Something extraordinary.
Oh, stop that nonsense. Whatever you bought me, I'll love it, and you know it.
Do you know there's not a single store in town that has a Valentine candy box left?
Well, that's all right, dear.
Not only that, the flower shop is sold out of nearly everything. Well, anyway, I bought you these. I hope you won't hate me.
Oh, Ozzie, don't be ridiculous. Ozzie, how wonderful! A bag of popcorn.
10 cents.
And a little bouquet of violets.
35 cents. 45 cents altogether.
What a beautiful thought. And I didn't even think you remembered.
Well, I remember what?
Oh, stop making believe. After all these years, you still remembered about the popcorn and violets.
Oh, yeah, sure. The popcorn and violets. In fact, I wasn't sure you'd remember.
Oh, how could I forget? I even wrote it in my diary. Our first date. Ozzie bought me violets and a bag of popcorn. I think I like him.
Gee, and I never knew it. Hey, I smell apple pie. Harriet, you remembered.
Remembered what?
The apple pie. Don't you remember?
What?
Apple pie. Wasn't there something about apple pie? I mean, I know we had some wonderful romantic memories connected with apple pie. Anyway, I know you made it for me. Thanks.
Well, thank you, dear. I hope it turned out well.
Wait a minute. Now I remember. It was the same night as the violets and the popcorn. We stopped off at that little restaurant, and we bought that big apple pie.
Apple pie?
What a wonderful evening. Can you ever forget the moonlight on the lake? And I took you in my arms, and I kissed you.
You did?
Sure. Don't you remember? The canoe almost tipped over. You're not laughing.
I have never been in a canoe in my life.
Hi, Pop.
Oh, hello, David. How do you think Eleanor liked the Valentine?
I'm not sure, Pop.
You don't think she liked the poem?
I didn't send her the poem. I did like you said. You remember you told me about those homemade Valentines you used to make?
Oh, yes. Didn't she like it?
I don't think so. When she passed me in the hall today, she said, some Valentine.
That's funny. Used to go big with all my girls. That is, when I was a girl. I mean, a boy. That is. How did you make it?
I did just like you said. I got some tin foil and a little roll of red paper, a bottle of glue, and a couple of crayons.
Are you sure she got it?
Oh, I know she got it. I guess she just didn't know how to put it together.
Oh, my God.
Thanks for joining OZZIE, Harriet, the boys, Thorny, Emmylou, Mom, that couple in the store, and that person with the weird German thing going on, as we presented Buying a Valentine.
All righty, everybody, thank you very much. Big round of applause for the wonderful cast today. And we're going to give you a little bit of our announcer for today, Jay Summerfield. We've got the brothers duo. We've got Ricky as Desmond Zero and David, John Bihun. Next door neighbor Thorny was Herb Thompson. Our wonderful Miss Dunlap and Mr. Bigelow, Donna Ainsmeyer and Jacob Pelka. Our German voice, that we still don't know what that even meant or why it was in there, was Marty McNulty. He also was our sound man again. Wonderful, we love our Marty. Emmylou, Kathy Suarez. Myself as the mother, and our two stars, OZZIE and Harriet, Brad Zuro over here, and Ellie Babka. Now again, we'd like to thank everybody. We hope you enjoyed our shows today. A big shout out goes out to our sound man and our videographers. We got John Gelsomino and Lorenzo Cordoba in the back. Andre Dixon over here, a big thank you to you he's not only one of our wonderful voice actors, but he also uploads and runs our YouTube channel. He gets our shows up on YouTube, and we are seen all over the world. It's amazing how many different countries have seen us. So awesome on that. Not only are we on YouTube, but you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and a big thanks to Marty McNulty for running those pages for us. Sound man, actor, media frenzy, what more can he do? And a big shout out and thank you goes to the Riverside Township Supervisor, Vera Wilt, and the board for giving us this opportunity to bring old time radio to you on stage here at the town hall, and allowing us to even to get together during our COVID lockdown. We were able to still come here, do our taping to keep those shows coming out every month. Now, Herb will be directing our March shows next month. We'll let him come back up and tell you what those are going to be about. Please make sure you come back. We have a few more months left before we take our summer break. And again, thank you so much for coming out. Again, I'm Alison, the director, and thanks again for everything.
4 weeks from tonight, March 25. Remember, the calendar in March is the same as it was in February, with the 28-day month February. So 4 weeks from tonight, the fourth Friday of March, 25th, the show right here, same time, same station. Now, what will the show or shows be? Well, the first one is going to be the Maltese Falcon. Now, that's a show that has been seen many times, many places. I wonder how many of you have seen the movie version of the Maltese Falcon? Oh, roughly 25%. How many of you remember when this group presented a 1-hour version of Maltese Falcon several years ago? I was two of us? Okay. Well, anyway, the point is there have been several versions of this wonderful show, and excellent writing by Dashiell Hammett. And we are going to do a half-hour version next month, so it'll be a little bit different. I'm really curious to see how that goes in relation to the other versions. I think it'll be interesting, and I hope it'll be challenging and fun for all of us. The second show we expect will be something about baseball. Now, we think of baseball in spring, but of course this year the Major League Baseball situation is not very good. And we don't know whether the millionaires or the billionaires are going to win or whether neither of them will win, but we know that we as fans are probably not going to win. But I'm still optimistic about March. I mean, after all, there's the Ides of March, there's March 17th, and one of my favorite occasions every year is coming very soon. I think it's March 13, the resumption of daylight savings time. So we'll see you all in March. Thank you.